started in about 4 minutes here. But yeah, I don't think this should take the whole session, guys. It should take maybe half, if that. And then we should be able to have like a good portion for the questions on the tail end. Honestly, let's just go ahead and get started so we can make sure we have enough time for questions. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, and if you guys could, of course, just drop like a 1 in the chat if you guys can't see my screen clearly. We'll get started. So I definitely want to start off with just like talking about the KPI sheet, right? So of course this is like your everything when it comes to managing your campaign, right? Literally what a KPI stands for is key performance indicator, right? And so of course Coach Mike and myself are always happy to come in and help you guys manage your campaigns. But the first thing we're typically going to ask for is your KPI sheet. And so, recommendation before you even launch a campaign, yada yada, make sure that you pour your numbers in here, right? That way you're already ready to go to manage that campaign, right? So everyone should have their own independent product research sheet, which is where the KPI sheet will live as well. And just to walk through that really quick, hop into the course real quick and show you guys where that is. So once you guys come into the platform and you come into learning here, and then you come into dropshipping program, of course, and then phase 2, product research, how to use the product research sheet. All right, it'll be right here below this video. You guys can make a copy, and the KPI sheet will be right here as well. All right. Additionally, we do, so I know it's been like a minute that we've been talking about it. We do have actually another supplier for you guys. We're probably gonna roll it out more so next week. And talk about it more in depth, but just keep your eye open for that. And so we're going to be transitioning from Ali and de-essers to another supplier. But like I said, we won't focus on that too much today. All right. So first things first, make sure you put your numbers in your sheet, and then let's go ahead and hop into the ads manager here and go ahead and set up a campaign. All right. So you should be in your ad account. You should have a view similar to this here. And what you want to do is go ahead and do create. And you want to create a sales campaign. All right, we're looking for sales here. Hit continue. And then what you want to do is you want to go for your naming convention of your campaign. You want to go ahead and do like product name. Or actually, scratch that. First, do your date, right? So today is 2/13. Probably set this for midnight since it's already past lunch. 2026. And then we'll do product name. Create a website. All right, so something just like that. And so, as you guys may know or may not know, there's two different ways you can go about setting up your campaign. You can do an ad set budget, or you can do a campaign budget. I personally like the campaign budget, and so that's what I'm going to do. And then some of you guys may know I like to stagger my budget, so like a point, 7-7. Right? Because at the end of the day, Facebook ads is like a bidding auction, right? So a lot of people do this. It's not like too deep, to be honest, but if everybody else is doing $50, etc., if I add that 0.77, I'm outbidding them, which means my ads are going to get shown more, yada yada, right? So just a small thing there. You guys don't have to do that. It's just something that I personally have just kind of done in my flow. But yes, all we're going to do for the campaign level. I also want to enforce that there is 3 different levels, guys. So we have a campaign level, we have a ad set level, and we have an ad level. You can see that right here up top, where I just drew that marker. You can also see it right here on the left-hand side, right? And you know what level you're on because it will say it, right? And so this says ad set, ad, and then this says campaign initiatives, right? So keep that in mind. Coach Mike or myself are like, can you send a screenshot from the ad set level or whatnot? Of course, you want to be here. All right, so what's going to do next into the ad set level. And I'm just going to leave that blank for now. We'll fix the naming convention here in a second. But for the conversion section, your conversion location should be website. Your performance goal should be maximize the number of conversions. And then for your data set, you should have your pixel that's attached to your Shopify store. Right, so if we were to go back into your Shopify store and go into your Facebook sales channel, you'll see a pixel, right, which is the instrument that tracks your data. So make sure that you see that here. You can click the drop down to select it. And then your conversion event should be for purchase here. All right, sometimes you will see this error right here. Just negate that. As long as your pixel is connected and you guys have the same setup here, you'll be good to go. All right, we're gonna go ahead and scroll down into the budget and schedule. And so sometimes I do, so I'm a night owl, guys. So if you guys are also a night owl and you're working past like midnight and it's, let's say it's 1 a.m. and you're launching a campaign, you can just go ahead and launch it right then and there. But my rule of thumb is that if it's past lunchtime, just go ahead and set it up for the following day, right? So of course it's past lunchtime now. I'm going to set it up for tomorrow. And we'll set it up for midnight, 12 a.m. And then that's pretty much all we're going to do on this level as well, right? So for the ad set name, what you can do is you can do open abroad because we didn't put any interest here. And then you could also do, your country. I highly recommend that you just start in the United States to start. So you can do something like that. And then I also like to do, if I don't do that, I'll do like add one here. All right, that. And then let's go ahead and do next, and let's go into the ad level. So here I'm just gonna call this ad one. I'm gonna change my Facebook page here. Turn on this preview, and then let me see here. Oh dang! Give me 1 sec, y'all. I'm gonna actually hop into another ad account because flex here. Give me 1 second. false alarm. We're actually all good. All right, so we're back here on the ad level of that same ad account campaign. And so basically all I had to do was just expand this menu, right? And so what we're going to do is, of course, create ad, menu upload, what we're going to do first, right? So there's nothing too drastically different about this. The only thing is that this allows us to load up, more ads, primary text, and headlines, right? But with that, I'm still going to do one ad per each ad set. And I'll show you guys what that looks like. So first thing I'm going to do is click add video. Ideally, your video should already be loaded into your ad account here. For this example, we're going to rock out with the pet hair glove. All right. There, continue. Now we need to go ahead and add in our primary text and headline. Okay. So I typically do get that from ChatGPT or Claude. And we're going to walk through that really quick too. Throw chat up there. Alright, so I don't have one ready, but we're just going to find one really quick. So I do typically like to have a competitor, right? So ideally, you should have a competitor on your product research sheet that's ready to go, right? That you can kind of leverage for inspiration here. So I'm just going to show you guys what that may look like here. Weeks. Find this competitor really quick. Alright, cool. So we got this person right here. Selling the pet hair glove, right? Boom. Their ads have been active for quite some time as well. Right, so that's why I filtered back 2 weeks. You can see that they've been active since July 5th, right? And still are active. And so with that, it's a little bit long. So this one also has been active for quite some time, since August 2025. And so basically I want to find a structure or format that's already working, right? The way that you know it's working is by how long it's been active. Okay, so this person has been doing a little bit of a longer form sort of copy, which is one that we can test and throw into here, which is why I like doing flex. And then of course they are doing a buy one get one. So you just want to make sure that the copy that you do leverage does make sense for your offer and everything. So if I wasn't doing a buy one get one, I wouldn't use this copy. But let's go and copy this. And then I simply go into ChatGPT. And then I'm just going to say, right, this primary text. Make it better. And let's see what they come up with. Okay. And so one thing that I have learned, Facebook recently started restricting my ads that says that I need to do things like this here, like sale ends tonight. And if it obviously runs more than 1 day, they're like, okay, that's kind of false advertising. So I'm just going to change this from ends soon instead of ends tonight. A meta rep told me that was the issue. So y'all copy that text. I'm going to drop that into the primary text here. Boom. I'm going to change that tonight to soon. Urgency. And boom, that's our first one. And what I can do is I can hop back into ad library. I can paste this one in here.
You got it. Are you excited?
Same thing.
I need some help with the demo and the instructions though.
Yeah. do see your question, JJ. How many videos do you recommend a flex? So I would recommend probably going to start with at least
You feeling all right? Your stomach feeling
5
better?
videos to start. Um,
Huh? Go take a rest.
yeah, kind of go from there. And of course, the more the better, guys. Just like
You want something to eat, buddy?
crazy super detailed prompt, I could probably get a better output since we know this technique is working.
Did you eat
I'm just gonna leverage it as is.
What you eat?
An egg.
But yeah, the more data that you give Facebook, the better. Alright, so
So can you download the instructions for me?
it's always better.
Yeah.
But at least
He's
5.
gonna go do his video.
I'll hop back over here.
What?
Let's see if we can find any other sort of
Yeah, Adam's so
we can
sweet.
leverage that we haven't.
Here, roll this stuff.
Coach Chris, will you recommend that we test different length ad copies, like short, medium, long, to see which one would resonate better?
Both at the same time.
Yeah, so that's exactly what I'm doing here too. This one here is obviously a little bit
No,
short,
they
still
didn't
kind of
leave.
long,
They
but
said they were gonna go back
shorter
then.
than
She
this
said she was gonna stay
right?
20 minutes more.
So I used this style and this style so far. And now I'm pretty much gonna hop into chat and I'm gonna say, can you generate 3 different primary texts and headlines for
I'm gonna give you the. Yeah, I'm gonna eat that too.
Instagram ad?
In your bedroom? Okay.
Alright, so once I do find like 2 competitors that are already working and I leverage their primary text and headlines, then I'll typically just come into chat and do something like this here. But they are doing mostly like long form now. I'm gonna say, can you ensure it's a mix of long form
Captain Rex is wide awake.
here, text please. Alright, so I do personally like to test like different lengths, like Helen just mentioned, just to see which one resonates the best, right? So copy this one.
Here it is.
There, it's a third one.
Daddy,
Yeah, wait.
I'm gonna go all the way up
I
to
can
5.
pay you back. I'm gonna find my wallet. It's just $6. Maybe.
This one.
You know where my wallet is, mommy?
Grab one more. The long form one.
For instructions.
And drop that in there. Alright, so now we need to do pretty much the
Oh,
same
here it
for our
is.
headlines. I'm just gonna come back up here and copy these.
Coach,
And so really,
Coach, can you tell me how you got? I know you're doing flex, and I came in the middle of it, so I'm not sure how you got to where you are, where you're dropping the ad copies in the ad managers like that.
Yeah, I found it, Daddy.
What button did you push to be able to? Because I've always just done the regular, 5 ad sets and the way we've been taught. So I haven't seen how to do flex yet. I'm just seeing this.
yeah, so basically all I did was I just came up here for the ad setup for the format. I just changed it to flexible, and then I went into ad library, and I found 2 competitors that were doing well. That has been active for some time. And I basically leveraged those as chat to rewrite them to make them better.
Okay.
And then pretty much add for like 5 different variations from there.
And then you're going. It's giving you somewhere area to drop it in. That's what.
Yeah, so once you do flex,
After you do the copy, then you're pasting it somewhere in the ad copy.
yeah, so once you do flex, it will give you like the drop down for the headlines in the primary, like you see here.
Okay.
And yeah, you'll just be able to pour those in. So the last one I did, turn things. I don't like that one. And also, as you guys are like, of course, making your ad copy, like think about the end user, right? Of course, this is a pet hair product, and so you want to really think about what's their main issue, right? And how can we speak towards them as well. Alright, so now I do have my 5 primary texts, my 5 headlines. Next, all I'm going to do is change my call to action from learn more to shop now. And then I do also need to go ahead and pour my link here. Go ahead and I'm just gonna grab a random one. So of course, ideally guys, like this should be your product page link. I'm just doing this for example purposes. Let's say this was my store, this is my website, yada yada. So I'm gonna go ahead and select this one. But this should be your store.
Can you give him a credit card?
Really
Where's your
emphasize
credit card?
that.
My wallet.
Right, a couple
Where's your
people
wallet?
like literally drive traffic to other people's websites. So it should be your store, and it should be your product page that you built in PagePilot. Alright, copy that link. Come back over to here. I'm going to scroll down to the destination here where it says website URL. And I'm going to go ahead and paste that.
Which
Alright.
credit card? You have so
And
much.
one small thing I also like to do
This one?
is just like test it. Click this little arrow with this box, just to make sure that it does go to the actual website. There's no errors there.
Why do you have so
It
much
does.
credit cards?
So now
Oh,
it's good to
you
go.
have Darth V? Wait, that's
My dad's.
Grandpa's.
Typically
Use my
turn
dad's.
off this Advantage Plus Creative Optimizations as well, personally. So I'm just going to turn that off.
Oh, yeah.
And now our first ad set ad is good to go, which is pretty much all of the heavy lifting at this point. Right.
Weren't they together a
So,
lot when we first met?
The reason why, so I see your
Wait, those two?
Huh?
Those two?
Okay, can you get data on
The,
what ad
well, they're not
combinations are working?
related, the
Exactly.
boy and the girl.
Yeah.
It's the girl.
So,
I believe her cousin.
the reason why I like to do one ad
I
for each
didn't
ad
see. I
set,
thought you were talking
This
about.
has to stay in
is
the car,
because
otherwise I
sometimes
won't
with
be there.
Flexible it can be challenging to see exactly which ad is getting the sell.
I feel like I
so I
took
just
that out.
keep one and duplicate,
I'm gonna make my
and then pretty much make this ad do this thing. Alright, so. So like I said, all the heavy lifting is done now. All the primary text is stay the same.
Yeah.
The only thing that's going to change is I'm going to change this media. So I'm
Have
gonna
you
delete that
talked to your
one.
dad?
Yeah.
Add media,
What
add
do you say?
videos. and
He
then
wants me to
I'm
shave
gonna
him.
Add my video too in there.
You're gonna go shave
Did
him?
you steal his credit
Second
card?
No.
Alright,
Wait, why do you have it?
then
You let me
next
have
I'm
it.
just going to click these 3 dots again. Duplicate. Alright, add
Now
3.
he's paying you?
Same
Do you
thing.
think
Yeah.
do you think you want this, David? Your dad?
What is it?
The plastic
What he
one?
likes? Yeah.
What's the last
Here,
one?
delete that
Okay.
one. Add the 3rd video in here. Continue.
Do you do it?
Yeah.
He's
Duplicate
gonna do it,
again.
but buddy, remember you were gonna do your music
Yeah.
first.
Right, same thing. Add 4.
He needs to do that too, but when I do it.
Alright, delete this one. I think
They
I only
want-
have
they wanted
few videos of this
$70
particular
for
product,
that
so we're just
thing
gonna
you
use our
bought?
imagination. Let's say
Was it 70 or
this is
75?
this is my ad set.
75. And then tax total.
Boom.
David,
What?
they
Duplicate.
wanted $75 for his thing,
5 will be good to go.
and then online it says
Alright, so
$55.
you're gonna spend the most time on like the first ad set, guys. But once that's set up,
Because you
leverage
bought it
our-
online and then picked it up?
duplicate,
No, I just showed it to him and they honored it.
Oh, okay.
So will you price match it and see that?
video at that one.
Imagine if you just edited a picture
Alright,
and then showed it to them.
so now we do have our 5 ads, which are ready to go. I know I'm seeing an error right here because this is another ad account, so just disregard that. You guys won't see that. And now I will be good to go ahead and actually publish this.
Awesome,
Now,
guys.
Yeah.
Two different
And so
ways that
you were
guys can
able to
publish.
get it,
Mm-hmm.
So
and
instead
before
of me
you probably
just
wouldn't
coming
have
to
enough money,
Ad5
or
here and
what?
clicking
Yeah,
publish,
no, we would have enough money, but
But
it
you
would.
saved
No.
publish, like,
Huh?
Bear,
this
you
ad
would
set.
barely had enough money.
Alright,
Oh.
So what you want to do is you can do two things. You can go to the campaign level, which is right here, click publish, and that's going to publish everything below it, right? Or you can also go here to the top, click your campaign, click your 5 ad sets, select all 5 of those.
The characters are cool.
So either way works, but just keep in mind, I've seen a lot of times students will finish, and they'll click publish, and then they'll come to class and hey, only one of my ads are running. I don't know what's going on. That's why. Here it comes. Here. Alright. So
Look at the characters, Daddy.
No, buddy.
Big deal, guys.
I don't want to.
I know a couple
I'm
of you guys
busy,
are
like,
bringing it
doing
up.
2 different
I wouldn't
things
worry
at
about
one
it too
time.
much.
Buddy,
Pretty
you're
much.
supposed to be
Me.
eating and then hearing your music.
Pretty much what that is.
Even though Daddy's here, he's not really gonna be.
There it is. So just saying it's going to appear with others in the same ad unit to help promote like more visibility and whatnot. So I wouldn't worry about that too much, guys. If anything, me personally, I look at it as like more distribution, which is good for us. It's more eyeballs to see the ad and things like that. So that is pretty much the setup process. Now, like I said, I can go and publish this. Obviously, I'm not because I'm not running this product right now. But outside of that, what you can do is once you do start running your actual ad campaign, let's say you start getting sales and you want to know which ad copy is getting, the sales or the most sales. And you can do a breakdown, and you can come down into dynamic creative element. You can break it down by the headline or the text, and that will let you know, okay, which primary text or headline or style of headline, etc., is getting the sales or is the most profitable. Okay. You can also add 10 ads to one ad set. I mean, that's still fine, but for me personally, it's just a little blurry sometimes as far as like which ad got the sale. And so for me, I like to like clearly see as a line item, ad 4 got a sale, ad 5 got a sale, ad 2 did not get a sale, right? So that's just me. I know some people still do load it up, but as you guys can see, each and every one of my ads are now a line item, right? Now when it comes to purchases, I can clearly see, okay, this one got
I
a
haven't
sale,
really talked to him
this one
about that.
didn't, yada yada, right? So that's my logic.
Do you want me to print them out?
Like your own flow, but this is the flow.
You could, but I scroll on the screen. It's easy for me. Both ways. But that would take
So
longer.
it's pretty much
What'll take longer?
how to set up your ad campaign.
Printing them out.
W in the chat, everyone's clear on that. And
But
like I said,
printing them out is going to take
we'll
longer.
answer questions as well.
It's not about the longer, because you're not gonna do it right now. It's what's most convenient for your eyes.
Cool.
You wanna flip through
Yes,
pages
perfect
or
timing.
scroll through?
I do see a couple hands raised. Let me see what Irving just said. You said imaging should be loaded to your ad account. Yeah, so if your videos aren't already loaded into your ad account, guys, the way to add them is you'll be on the ad level.
I'm not sure.
You come into add media, add videos, and click upload, and then it'll open up the the files on your computer, and you can upload the video. Alright, and then it'll basically be in this file.
So, Coach, is there a way to see your videos that you say I added some videos back in September? Are they still there? Because when I go and look at it as I'm uploading more, I don't see some of the older ones. Do they drop off automatically, or are they hidden in there and I just have to search them out?
Yeah, like if I were to scroll down, you guys can see literally every video from inception of that account. Yeah. It'll always be there.
So how do I find them when I upload them? The ones
You know
I've
my
done in the
headset's
past, I
on?
don't see them.
Yeah, you should go to scroll down. Like I'm doing here.
I'm going to do it in your room.
No, you're not.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in my room. Go to yours, and hey, how you're holding that water in your iPad are dangerous. Stop it. Put something down. 2 trips.
start here.
Wait,
Okay, Coach Chris,
is this a good one?
I just wanted to run my logic past you about the,
No,
when
no.
you're doing the ads.
Listen, don't even take that water in your
If
room.
when you're in the flexible
It's not even
campaign
safe
and
right
you
there
put
either,
all the
Samuel.
ads in there, you put them one.
That's gonna
you
drip
can
all over
mix it
that
up.
speaker.
You can do the image ads and you can do the video ads as long as they're in a different ad set within that flexible campaign.
Go to your room.
When you
Turn on the
put
AC.
the
It's
information
74.
in
I'm gonna put it to
ChatGPT or whatever, you know, you're using Claude, whatever you're gonna use, Gemini. I have found that when you prompt them, it's best to let them know
Give trash.
this is for a video ad or this
That's
is
trash.
for an image
It's my
ad,
napkin.
because
I can use it.
with the videos pretty much, like you say, do the heavy
I just pushed something on your thing on accident, on my computer on accident. I don't know if I did anything good.
lifting for you and explaining about that product, whereas the image ad needs a little bit more because it's not a video demonstrating it and this, that, and the other. So the image ad needs a little bit more. And by me explaining to them or telling in my prompt, hey, this is for a video ad or this is for an image ad, it changes how it does the primary text to make it fit for the type of ad that I'm doing.
Yes, 100%. Yes, that's a good point as well. So guys, if you are doing like images, videos, and mixing them, definitely prompt like your AI agent to just at the end of the day, just give them as much data as possible, right? Tell them what you're doing, whether it's a video or image. That way you can get a better output for that relevant media style. Yes, so yeah, I agree. I think that is definitely a smart idea. I highly encourage it as well. All right, Tammy, how's it going?
Hello. So I have been running a campaign. I talked to Coach Gail when I was in her class earlier this week. My ROAS is doing well as long as we're using like the gross sales. She said I need to get more sales. But I'm not quite sure how to go about doing that. My numbers for my KPI sheet are a little wonky because I was running the ad and only really got the pixel fixed like the last 2 days. So I don't have any like add to cart data. And I set up my ad for one of the videos where I loaded in all 10 videos into one ad set. So that's why I was asking is with that setup, I feel like I don't really know what would work for me.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get more sales.
Yeah, are you on your computer right now?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
feel free to share if you want. We can take
Okay.
a look.
Sure. And thank you. This was did I not share?
Nope, not yet.
Okay. Sorry, technical difficulties. User error is the actual truth. Hey, Bobby, you need to wait for me, please. Okay, we on now?
Yep, I can see your screen now.
Okay, so it's the nebulizer. Thank you for that.
Okay, yeah, let me press control.
Yep. So I did get some sales, which was really great. Not a lot, but they were coming in, and I feel like I just don't have a good picture on what I should do next based on my pixel. I had 2 pixels. Shopify had one. Facebook or Meta had one. I finally got that figured out, but it wasn't until like 2 days before I turned off my ad. So I just didn't know what I needed to do differently.
I got you. So were each of these cells from the nebulizer, I'm guessing?
Yep, that was the only active.
Alright, so you got 6 cells. Let me see the red.
I'm doing really good in that area. I believe I started the ad on the 2nd, Monday. And we briefly talked about it. You said because I was, everything's new, I just need to let it run for a bit. So I did that, but then I felt like I'm at a place where I don't know how to make changes to improve my situation here.
I got you. Let me just see which pixel you have connected here.
It's
so
like 940.
Shopify
yeah.
one. So let's come back here. Alright, so yeah, I see the issue. So yeah, the wrong pixel was connected basically.
Right.
Like it should say Shopify. So it does make it a little hard for us to say, okay, what we should do. Because we don't have the data to give us the confidence to make that decision.
But I thought this ID right here, the one that says like the 940, I thought this was the pixel ID that I needed to use.
Yeah, let me see. I can tell you exactly how we can tell. So each pixel has an ID, and so I looked at the last 4 digits. This one's 9940.
Yeah.
So let's go here, 9940. Connected assets, add account 1. So yeah, this is the one you want to be using, 9940.
Okay.
So yeah, that would be good. Let me just kind of set up a fake one real quick. Versions. Alright, so yeah, it looks like it's trying to default to this one.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see.
And that's 9940, so that should be the correct one, I believe.
No, so you want to look at the ID, the data set ID.
Okay.
The name should be the same as this Shopify,
Good job, buddy.
pixel. But let me just see why it's not populating right now. Yeah, I see the issue. So anytime you do come into your ad account, it's automatically going to defaultly bring you into like your personal. You're going to the Shopify one and ad account 1 specifically. Alright. Like you should see ad account 1.
Nice stuff.
Alright. Does that make sense?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
So, okay, up there at the top.
Yeah, so you should see ad account 1. You should see like this business portfolio, like an S right here.
Okay.
Alright, once you do see that, you'll know you're in the right spot. So here, this is where you want to be setting up your campaigns, because this is where you'll see that correct data set.
Okay.
Alright, so now it has a Shopify pixel right here.
Okay.
And 9940 is the ID.
Okay.
Alright.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, you're probably wondering, okay, so where do I go from here?
That.
From here, what I would do, I would rerun that campaign, but I would do it here, right? So anytime you come into your ad account, make sure you just come into ad account 1 here from Shopify, and then you can set it up just as normal.
Okay, so can I switch the campaign, or do I need to redo the whole campaign?
Yeah, I would reset it up to be honest. Reset
Okay.
it up from scratch. You can use the same ad copy, same ads, pretty much
Yeah.
same everything.
Yeah.
But you just want to reset it up here.
Okay. So what is your suggestion, or do I take your suggestion from now, go in and each ad set only do one video with, because I put in like, I maxed out, so I put in like 10 videos, the 5, all of that. What's your suggestion for?
Yeah. So what I would do is so this replay should be uploaded by the end of today.
Yeah.
I would recommend looking at this replay.
Yeah.
Pretty much doing one per each ad set like I did.
Got it.
So you can bring that replay up, split your screen, follow the steps I did here.
Got it. Okay. Anything else you think I should do differently to try to? It's obviously like I did get some sales, which I was super excited about. So I feel like I'm on the right path. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you're definitely on the right path and everything. The thing is, we just want to make sure we can track the data properly.
Right.
Right. So every decision we're going to make is going to be data driven. So
Yeah.
on the first campaign, it didn't track properly, which is okay, right? It's a learning experience. So
Yeah.
I would say we just reset it up so that way we
Okay.
can track the data properly, and then we
Okay.
can make data driven decisions from there.
Okay. Perfect.
Alright.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Keep up the good work, and congratulations on first sales.
Well, thank you for your suggestion of the product on the product pages. So I appreciate that.
Definitely. Yeah, 100%. All right. JJ, how's it going?
All is well, Coach. But just a quick question in reference to set up your Flex campaign and manage it. Obviously, you follow the KPIs, and as you once you reach your KPIs, you cut off and keep adding creatives. Um, when you click start adding creatives, all right, do you
Mm-hmm.
prefer CBOs added to a CBO, or do you prefer adding to an ABO?
That's a good question. I would honestly keep adding it to the CBO. Um, yeah. Man. All right. So here's something that I'm kind of playing with. I'm not trying to confuse you guys. I will add it to a new CBO. Okay. Because when you guys may have experienced when you add to your original CBO, they just understand how things work. And so I would add it to a new CBO to kind of test it that way.
So you would add just you would start over again with that particular campaign and just run it from the beginning in the CVO.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to set it up completely from the beginning, and you can duplicate that current campaign and just change the name. You might add, let's say, 5 to add 6.
Okay. Can you explain that really again? I'm sorry, I just want to understand that again.
Yeah. So let's say I'm trying to test some more ads.
What is
All
that?
I would do is come up here.
What is that, baby? What is that?
All right. Let's say it's 16. That would be 216. Create testing, and then instead of looking at 1, looking at 6. Right, so we're picking up where we left off.
Would you change the budget?
Hey, Brad. No, budget. No, budget maybe should be the same. But yeah, so this is like a more sophisticated way to do. But I have noticed that when if I were to just load up creative back over to the original studio, it's just not going to get finished. Right? Which can give the illusion that the ads aren't good. But I've been kind of testing it in another studio, giving a great turn, and I have seen that they do actually get spins, they do actually get sales too.
So basically, it would have its own budget.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually quite good.
And so when you lower the budget,
You could, to be honest, you don't have to do 50. You can do like 25 or 20 in that second studio. But
So the budget on the original would be at $50.
yeah, the original, you want to keep that at 50. And use this as a step point, especially if
Maybe you
you
can
know,
get
once
like
you get home and whatnot.
an
There's
organizer.
certain stuff that are, to be honest, make things
Like
possible.
put all the
Make things possible.
Okay, so the original will be at 50. The second one you said you would lower it.
Yeah, you could do the second one at like 35, cut in half.
Now, okay, so if the original is getting sales and you created the second one, um, so the question wouldn't you would want to increase it? Because it's
So it depends. Within your KPI metrics, right? Like if it's profitable, for sure, you want to increase it. But what I'm getting at is, let's say you have to cut some of these ads because they aren't hitting your KPI. Let's say cost of link click isn't where it needs to be, yada yada. So you cut, let's say you cut three, and there's only two ads still in here, but those are doing very well, right? You're like, okay, well I know that I need to add some more creatives, right? Then you go and set that second studio, if that makes sense, by duplicating, and then load that up to 5 times. You kind of repeat the same process.
are you saying you're going off the momentum that pitch or that campaign started? So I see what JJ's saying. So if you're running off that same momentum, then when you grow off of that momentum, but then what holds me back is that you're doing that momentum though with new creatives, and you don't know how those creatives are going to go. So you want to allow that momentum to test.
Right. So like this one, let's say this main one is like doing very well. That's great. Just keep that running, right? Just use it to do things, like bump budgets, whatever it needs to be done. But like as you're making cuts, right? Let's just say we cut like three of these or whatever. You want to keep like a continuous cycle of cutting, right? Because as you know, while this might be working, there could be other angles or those ads could die, etc. And we don't want to have the crushing decisions on one ad. Does that
But
make sense?
also, Coach Chris, can I add some insight to that? To JJ's fact. I know you said when you bump the budget up for that, but you have to understand also when you start cutting ads out of the original campaign, the money that was spending on those ads that you cut is gonna go towards the ones that are hitting anyway. So it's going to be getting more expensive because you don't have those additional ads that are running in that campaign. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, my bad, JJ. Maybe I didn't listen correctly, but yeah, that's a good point. So let's say you put you have 5 ads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Let's say you have this campaign budget at $50 per day. Alright. And let's say, that budget's cycling through each and every one of these ads a little bit, like 10 here, 12, you name it. But you go ahead and cut 3 of these. Boom, boom, and boom. The budget is still 50 a day, but now instead of going to 5, it's going to 2. Right? And so these are going to get more spin because you made cuts. Alright? And so when you do make those cuts, it kind of only gives you some time to operate at that new spin. Right? Because it's getting more push. Right? To see how to optimize it, how it performs, yada yada. Now, if it operates well, the ROAS, the cost of purchase is still healthy, then you can go ahead
adding the second campaign. That's what I was.
Yeah. And then so once these are kind of doing their thing or whatever, um, where you're down to like two, you probably want to replenish, right? So that's when you go ahead and add that other campaign, add more creators, right? So you guys can, I'm not trying to confuse anybody, to be honest, but you guys can load it into the same CDO, but one thing that I would notice is that when you do that, let's say you have a winning ad in there, and that's just taking all the spin. Those new ads generally won't get any spin just because that winning ad is there. Because some of the people in
Success
that.
to the point, even in the ADO, I was trying to be slick doing that. So, I had like the 5 ads. It was down to that one winning ad. So I just went back under that same ad set and cut back on the losing ads, but added new creatives to them. And they went nowhere because they were still under that winning ad set. So it gave none of the new creatives that I put under that winning asset any spin because that was already the established winner. So, but you did show me where I've been messing up, coach, because I've been duplicating at the asset level. I need to be duplicating at the campaign level.
Yeah, yeah, and then introduce new ads that way. Because they get like a fair chance. Because I used to subscribe to the notion that like if it doesn't get spin, it's just not a good ad, right? So it just goes to die. But I was just curious one day, and so I started like duplicating, putting it into a separate campaign. And what I noticed is that those ads do actually get spin, and some of them are actually profitable. But because they can't get a fighting chance under that winning ad, right? You just will never know.
And I was gonna say I'm living that right now. So like the ones that I put under that winning asset, I just went on and created a whole new campaign and just gave myself 5 videos or 4 videos under like 3 ad sets. And they're already kicking. Like I set the asset to run at 12 last night, and Facebook, I was already getting likes off of it. Facebook already just went on and pushed it. It didn't even win. And those were the ads that wasn't getting any ad spin in the beginning because I placed it under that original ad set, the winning one.
So you can do videos, total of 5 different videos, and you create your own new second campaign.
Correct. Even with the videos that I put under that winning asset that got no spin, I just put those back in a whole new campaign and they're getting engagement. That's some good sauce, Coach Chris. That was good. I thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem, guys. Same thing, like same as y'all. Like I'm still just trying to like test different things to see what works, etc. And so that's one thing that's working for me right now. And all of this is just giving those new creators a better fighting chance to actually perform, right? And in midst of doing that, like I said, I wanted to see that those actually do perform.
I find something mention something. I don't know. I one of the problems I encountered, and actually it was with my credit card. For some reason, I was getting all these. I thought I was doing really well. With, actually, it was with that cross chain that we talked about, Chris. And it was fine. I was doing really well with it. And then I noticed that towards the end, when I was doing all the calculations and everything, it was nowhere near what I thought. And then come to find out that my credit card was charging me an additional $10 for every sale that I used. And that was because they saw it as I was taking cash out. I don't know if that makes any sense. They thought I was actually borrowing from them versus making a charge when I was using
It was like cash back card cash off the credit card.
taking cash off the credit card versus making a charge. So they charge you for additional $10 for every time you did that. So I just wanted the people to be aware of that. Because I had to add that additional. I fought with them about that. That I wasn't actually taking out cash. it's just a charge, but that's just the way they saw it. So just be mindful, like when you're doing the calculations, with that with your credit card. So obviously, I got rid of that credit card.
Yeah. Um, Also, that sounds like a cash loaded credit card, I think, but yeah, I would definitely just use like a standard credit card, business credit card. You guys have it. Like I use Chase and Amex. If you guys have that, I know Amex does have like a yearly fee or whatever, but you can use in the back end system or whatever. But yeah, and also just to kind of further validate that point, like guys, what isn't tracked is lost, right? Like you want to be solely honest with your numbers, like the beginning of each day, you should be putting in your previous day's numbers, right? So if you can track and know where your business is changing and profit change, right? So then you know what to optimize, etc. So, um, and no one else is going to do that for you because no one cares about it as much as you do. Okay, so you guys need to be relentless with your tracking too. What isn't tracked is going to be lost and be a slap in the face. And you just wait 2 months and you try to calculate everything. So even if you're testing whatever the case may be, you should be tracking each and every day. Once every morning, the first thing I do is I look into my spreadsheet and I enter all my numbers from the previous day, right? Or how my BA do it at this point. But you guys get the point. Um, Track your numbers.
And
And
what
it
about?
is helpful to do that because I realized that I was losing on on one of my products, and I thought I was profitable. But when filling out that sheet and really being meticulous about it every single day, I could see clearly each day which day was a profit, which day was a loss, and I could see clearly tell, okay, I get most of my sales on this particular day. I get this is a slow day for me, and this is, a good day for me. And I started adjusting my budget according to, okay, if it's a slow day, I'm not going to spend all that money because that's causing me to have a loss on that day. It'll create a pattern for you. You can see the pattern. And on the days that I get most of my sales, I increase my budget. So I kind of play with those numbers, but it'll show you clearly if you keep up with this profit sheet, it'll show you the patterns for your store and your sales and your product.
Exactly. Yeah, that's another just key thing too. Um, like for me personally, I noticed that the weekends just tend to be better, right? So of course I'm spending more aggressively on those days. I'll pull the budgets back on like a Monday, which is my worst day of the week. So the more you track your numbers, the more you'll know their patterns and consistencies and inconsistencies as well. So um, yeah, guys, like even if you're testing whatever, get in the habit of tracking your numbers, just so you know where everything stands. Because what isn't tracked is going to be lost.
And just one other question for you. As far as Facebook is concerned, when you're paying Facebook, when you close a campaign out, would you close Facebook out that same day as well? Meaning that you would pay them, so that would help with your calculations?
Honestly, what I do is I set, so let's say, like, so I don't use it, I don't look at my calculations that way. I set like a threshold, like, person, like every $1,000. That's when, Facebook is charging me for it. But what you can do is, let's say, so today is the 12th or 13th, right? So I can come into February 12th, click update, scroll over to my amount spent column. Yeah, right here. And then, okay, that's how much I spent. Let me go ahead and plug that in my sheet. Boom. Alright. Now let me open up my Shopify. How many sales did I do yesterday? Boom. Plug that in. Alright. How much did I have to spend for products with regard to fulfillment? Boom. Plug that in. And then this will spit out your daily profit from there. So to answer your question, JJ, I would literally just use this filter right here. Just go to the date that you're looking for.
MetaSuite app is really good, Jay. If you just get that app, every morning I wake up to it's telling me how much I spent, how many people I reached, and then I go to that and like that's what we spent, it's what the store made. So that's how I've been keeping track of break even days and stuff like that. And I mean, it's to the point now, like Chad is like really helping me. Like, okay, we're at the scaling point. Like now, this is what we're going to start doing to scale this product.
What was that?
Yeah.
App?
The Meta Business Suite app.
Yeah, Meta Business Suite. So it's basically like you can really like, turn on and turn off your campaigns too. I use that a lot when I'm traveling. But yeah, you can turn on your notifications, and every morning you really get a daily report from the previous day. Because you spend, impressions, you know what I'm saying?
People
Okay,
message
I see what I do.
Facebook
I see that it
page
looks great.
or
Yeah.
your Instagram page. You can go through the Meta app and respond that way as well without having to a messenger, Facebook Messenger, and all of that. I do a lot of mine that way. And even like when I was on posting daily, I would go straight into the Meta Suite and I would put up one post and it'll give you the option to post it to your Facebook and Instagram page. You would just have to change up the text. But that was a really good, easy way for me to try to stay up on my daily posting for my pages. You can schedule it in there too. If you if you can get ahead and make up so many for the week, you can go ahead and put each one in there for each day of the week and it can schedule it for you and everything. I just haven't gotten into it yet. I'm supposed to be doing it.
No, good info. No, good info. Definitely.
Yeah, I use the Ads Manager one, but you guys can also use Meta Business Suite too. They both do pretty much the same thing. You get a daily report. I let you know, okay, it's at face value how much you spent, then of course you come to your ad account, see on the computer, how you got it.
What is that Meta Business Suite? Is that a Shopify app or is it in Meta?
It's like a phone app. So if you go to your app store
Right.
on your phone, you download that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then yeah, what's going on, Carrie? Not to forget about you.
All right, I appreciate it. I wanna
You did it,
ask
guy.
like two questions, but I'm gonna start with my store. So I don't mind sharing my screen. Can I share my screen? It'll probably make it quicker.
Yeah.
Okay. My issue is I don't want to keep spending, but my numbers look good, and I'm not. Um, so here's my ads manager. It's at the campaign level, right? I have checkouts initiated. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah. So that's when they started entering the information, like your address and name and all that. Go ahead and scroll over to the left for me. See what you're trying to.
Look, but remember, this amount was part of 2 days of going to the wrong address.
Okay.
Okay.
Advertising, cool. Let's get going to your ad set level. Go over to the right to the like ad card. Okay, go over to going to the right. No purchases. Yeah, I'll try to
Yeah, and
save
my
you.
cost per checkout. So if you look at, I just want to make sure that what I'm reading is correct. So you said to do that might be the wrong sheet. I apologize. No, it's the right sheet. So you said to look at this, right? You see how they're all low. And my cost per purchase is supposed to be like $82. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it high.
So yeah, people probably need to see your ads more before they usually decide to buy because it costs more, right? So
That's why.
that's another thing, like I said before, earlier this week, like the higher your product is priced, the more you're going to have to spend on that because people do see it more.
Wow.
But this
Okay.
isn't a default price, it's something people like when you think about, hey,
Okay, so then should I add another one this week?
Nah, nah. So you should just chill right now. Like just let the data keep going in. Um, because the metrics are good. The cost per link click, the click through rate, all that is very healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we just want to see if we can actually get a sale now. If anything, what I would do is go through your sale funnel so you can see what your customers are doing. Like go through, like you yourself just go through, add to cart, start entering your information, and just see if there's anything that could be possibly throwing the customer off as to why you haven't gotten a sale yet. Um, and analyze that for now. You don't need to spend more or anything else right now.
Okay, then I won't. And my other question is, so I was watching the bonus videos. So what I did, I kind of like skipped over the bonus videos because when I started watching them, I was getting confused because I wasn't there yet, even though I was doing step by step. So I finally went back because now I'm at the ad stage, right? So there's this bonus video. It is so amazing. It's by Coach Reggie. So, and he mentioned advertising, like pulling other competitors' names in your ads or something like that. I watched it like 5 times. I have no idea what the heck, what is he talking about?
You have to
It's in the
send me
bonus
exactly which bonus
video.
video.
I can show you do I have it? Hold on. And I watched it like 5 times. It was crazy. It's insane. And it was so great. But I have no idea. It's right here. It's in this phase. And this one, I marked it as incomplete. So he was talking about it like right here.
King and queen. Because all we had to do, Milford, was just upload the box all day. And I'm gonna ask my virtual assistant, if you guys ever want to know how we truly
Do you
built our
remember this
first
video by any
$6 million
chance?
store, it was
I will have
because
to
of an
rewatch it.
accident. It really was an
Go ahead and
accident.
pause it for me real quick.
Okay? What happened was our first
Yeah, I have to rewatch it for sure, and then I can follow up on that and give you more clarity there. Um, but yeah,
Please,
um,
because it was great, and he went over like all these great ways that we can also pull traffic in areas nobody else. So I recently just started watching it, which was yesterday, but I watched it 5 times. Like literally watched this video 5 times, and I couldn't grasp it. Maybe he was going too fast. Maybe but
yeah.
I know what he was saying. I can do it. And then I watched the one after it, which is the content creator, which goes back to what he was saying. So I was able to understand that portion. But it's the very beginning where he discusses uh, like the Google ads and merchant stores, and I don't know. He showed
Yeah,
you what to do though, but I couldn't grasp it.
I see. Yeah, let me go ahead and tap into that, rewatch it, and then I can follow up with you guys on that like Monday for sure.
Well, I'll
Um,
definitely be here Monday at 1 o'clock.
alright. Um, but yeah, I would let your ass keep cooking for now. It's probably gonna cost you more to get a purchase because of the selling price. So everything else is good.
All right, thank you so much. So I'm just gonna keep going. So then it's gonna obviously go up. It's gonna be above 150 then, right?
Yeah, so you just want to make sure you get your first sale by that $82 mark. And so actually, go back to your campaign manager services. I think you spent more than that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but
You make those mistakes on your ads. Did you like launch a second ad set with more creative, or did you just like turn back on the original ad set that had the mistakes?
oh, I'll show you. So that so the question to that is were doing great. This one was doing absolutely fantastic. This one was doing so. I literally just have these two on now because there's literally no ad spend on these at all. So what, based on what was being said today, I was going to take them out and create a whole new campaign for them. This was doing great. It got me add to carts, but see February 11th. So if I go back to when I actually launched it, I probably spent a lot more money. But it's because I was messing up. It's because. So watch this.
Robot.
I don't want to spend money, but
I unplugged it and it
I
turned on.
understand if you screw up.
So yeah,
You know what I mean?
around
So
about.
you notice?
Huh?
Well, this one I just did when I
What's
was
reckoning?
playing this. As soon as I learned something, I do it. So content views, my link clicks from the 7th to the 13th. So maybe I'm spending, I don't know, but I'm not spending money.
Yeah, wait, I want to find out something. If you had top one, it's at 133, but no sale yet. You want to
Where?
click that. Because you want your first sale by 82, which is the KPI.
What did you eat?
Got it.
So you
But
want to click that one.
Eggs.
wait.
You want to actually turn something on.
I'll let you check out the until you launch a whole new campaign.
Okay, so this
Yeah.
money right here,
That's
the
right.
majority of this money was spent
So that is.
when I screwed up.
That's pretty much the question I was asking too.
So I literally redid it on the 11th, and look at the difference. So the one where I got 10 add to cart, it came afterwards. Hold on. Am I even in the right place? I have no idea. So that's from the 11th to the 13th. My link clicks. I don't know where I have the carts from. I'm sorry, I don't know where. Oh, I was doing February 11th to the 13th. I wanted the 11th to the 13th so you could actually see it. Like how it actually started making sense.
Oh yeah.
And I'm with you. I'm not trying to spend money. I don't know.
Yeah, so overall, I mean, so I'm glad this is in clarity, but you definitely can make this thing off because first of all, the data is just like this was true because you said it's messed up and you fixed it. And second of all, it's also not hitting the KPI targets at the moment.
It's not hitting the target.
You know, because you want to purchase by 82. Alright.
Yeah. And since I was under 82, well, listen, I'm with you.
So go ahead and do this real quick. Go to your picture, go to your mapping. And so
Right here?
Yeah.
Here's map on the side.
And then the left hand side, right, of the custom, second to that.
What? Right here?
Go back there.
Here?
Now go back to the picture, to the date.
Oh, I see.
Alright, go to the ad set level.
Ad set level. And my cost per checkout is $50, but on my sheet it says $82.
That's part of the picture.
Oh, sorry. All right, hold on. All right. So I spent $252.
Yeah. So you want to sell by 82. Right? So you're well above the
Yeah, I screwed up the first time.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
anytime you do screw up, you want to start like a fresh campaign because you want clean data.
Well, now I'm gonna start. Well, I'm gonna start a whole new damn product at this point.
Yeah. But
All right, I will definitely do that. Thank you very much. I'll start a whole new project. I'm found.
Yeah, and just all the steps that we talked about today, once this recording comes out, as well.
Yes. So I need to start a whole new product.
Yeah, I would start a whole new product. Yeah. I mean, your front end data was looking healthy for the most part, but yeah, if you spend 250 to spend yourself, I would say
You don't want to be a mercenary with that for that.
Trust me, I'm not. I'm attached to dollar signs. So I do appreciate this. Thank you so much. And so now, when I when so I let me try to get clarity on this real quick. So you're saying here. So when you look at this, your cost per purchase should be $82, right?
yeah,
But
that's break even though. So I would do it lower.
you want to, so I want it lower than that. So he was saying something about $82. Where, like, where on this sheet? Oh,
Good,
right
buddy.
here, right here. If I was purchased, maybe I'm not understanding what you're saying about the 82.
Yes, go back over. So you want your first purchase by 82. That's break even. You're not making money, you're not losing money here. Ideally, you want to go over that. So if you're not getting a purchase by 82, you're losing money. Right? So you want to cut off. That's how we have to cut the point because you're overspending.
I sure do. But because it was a higher amount, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a higher amount. You need to go ahead and cut it because it's at 82.
Right. Yeah.
All
So
right.
that's just truly like to help you out with future. But what
Okay.
I was trying to like let you know is like the more expensive that you're selling the product for, typically the more expensive it's going to be to acquire a purchase. It's kind of input cost. So it's just
Got it.
something to think about. So I wouldn't recommend going to products that are $100 or higher, especially in the beginning, or close to $100. I'd probably go for something $29.99, $34.99.
Okay. I can do that all day. I can do that all day. Okay. Thank you. I will surely take the advice.
So
Also,
Thank
just
you.
going
Oh,
back
I'm
to
listening.
the machine earlier, so like if you do make a mistake, like your first purchase initially, you just want to start with a fresh new like asset, so that way you don't mix like old data with new data. Like you could get a purchase at some point, but because Facebook is already optimized with that old data, it would be hard for that particular ad to go out and find customers, because Facebook has already spent X amount of dollars with that product page. So it kind of the pixel is really smart, so it kind of learns from that too. So if you do like mix the change or like change the offer or not the offer, but fix the issues, it just start like with a fresh new campaign, so Facebook can go out there and find the buyers. If that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Coach, I have another question for you, if you don't mind.
Yeah, what's going on? That's one of the wrong things in the world.
Right. The question is basically as far as intercession. Do you recommend doing intercession now or you don't?
Honestly, no. I wouldn't worry about it. I would focus more on creative, and broad. Facebook is so smart to find new customers based on just messaging and activity.
And what is your maximum spending on a campaign as far as losses?
As far as what was that budget?
Losses on a campaign.
Losses? Oh yeah. Honestly, I would say like 300 to 250 net loss. But if you're managing an active campaign, if you use your KPI sheet, that should also help you manage that to make sense. But overall, for a product, I would say 200 to 250.
Thank you.
Coach Michael, can you
sure you just try to keep it active. I don't know if increasing the budget would help either, but maybe you could test that. And one more thing that just came to mind is maybe you can see if your business manager is verified, or at least make sure that your email is verified from the business manager, just to make sure. I don't
Really
know
good.
if that would have too much of an effect on it, but that's something you could think of.
Super weird, actually.
Okay,
Um,
thank you.
yeah, and if that still gives you trouble, I'll probably recommend creating another ad account in that business manager that allows you, and test it that way.
You mean to delete the entire account and start another one? Because I think you or Coach Mike had checked to see if I could have set up another ad, but it only allowed one.
I wouldn't delete it. Just keep it there. And like I said, just keep it active. It may spend in like a couple extra days. But in your case, if you're not able to increase your ad account number, well, make sure the email's verified, and then make sure you verify the business manager. Sometimes that will help to get your ad account limit to increase, so you can get a second and third account, so then you can add off of that one. But in worst case scenario, I would just run it on a new business name and do it again.
Okay, thank you. I'll try that.
And then there was just one more question, guys, that I feel like could run. Yeah. One more.
You're trying to maximize my nerve. And I can't get past my Google over.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, let me follow this in the chat.
Drop out of class here because you looking at me so good, but it said primary. Choose when I go in and do the steps to actually make the purchase to do the connection, it comes back saying connected, and then I get the not connected. It's like I done bought like $500 worth of stuff in my store just going through that process, and then it'll tell me it's connected, and then I'll go back in and it'll just say not connected again. So I don't know if it's something in the tag manager on the store end or what.
I see. Okay. Yeah, let me follow up with you on that.
Okay. Don't tell me as I'm already winning on Facebook if I can flip that. Money.
Google's definitely more higher buying influence. People go to Google, rave about something.
Well, yeah. So and that's what my chat is telling me too. Because I put in like who ordered, what they ordered, and we're analyzing like who this person is and what this person does. So it's like now we're making the ad copy and the headline, to reach those people. So I'm getting in it. I just need that other little road. Need that other back road.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna follow up with you here in a second. And then yeah, we'll get that taken care of.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right, guys, great session. I know we went a little bit over, but hopefully this gives you guys some clarity on managing your ad campaign, or setting up your ad campaign, and also managing it. So just keep us posted. In the meantime, as always, if you guys need help with anything, use your KPI sheet and track your metrics, guys, and because of how important that is.
So Chris, will you look at my DM in your chat too?
Yeah, I got it.
Over there in the gold level. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be coming through DMs over the next hour or that, so my bad.
Busy man, I ain't tripping on you.
But yeah, I got y'all. Promise. But yeah, you guys have a good one. Keep us posted. Like I said, if you need anything, and let's move the needle this weekend.